Adam Dance to make his maiden speech.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker, and congratulations for both members for Brookstone and Sunderland Central for fantastic maiden speeches. On this of all days, I'd like to thank you and your team, and as well as all of those who make Parliament work for the people and keep us safe. I hope that our friends in the USA appreciate the tasks they have before them today, not only for America but the rest of the world, to provide leadership in promoting opportunity and fairness for all, a theme into which I will return. I want to thank my predecessor, Marcus Fish, for his 9 years of service to our community. Whilst we certainly had our differences, I must say, I know we both share the deep appreciation for the privilege of representing the place we proudly call home. When I arrived at Parliament, a member of staff greeted me with, "You're the new member for Yeovil, aren't you?" "Yes," I nervously replied, and I was promptly told, "You've got big boots to fill." It was a proud moment of mine, one I will strive to live up to. No maiden speech of mine would be complete without acknowledging the influence of one person in particular. The Right Honourable Paddy Ashdown inspired me and so many across the country and across the world. It was him, alongside David Laws, who encouraged me to campaign to say South Petherton Youth Club when cuts threatened to close it. From there, my journey into public service began, first on the parish council, where I became chair at the age of 20, followed by the district, the county, and then Somerset Council. I say to young people everywhere, don't let the system put you down. Don't let them tell you, with ADHD and dyslexia, which I have both, you need to find suitable work, as you won't make anything of your life otherwise. With good teachers, and I have several, excellent ones, one just up there, it made it up through the political system to the top representative role for around 100,000 people in my constituency. If I can make it, so can everyone else. As lead member of Public Health, Equality, Diversity at Somerset Council, I campaigned for the local health services, fighting to resolve the crisis caused by the Conservatives' mismanagement. I'm glad to see the new government has used this budget to begin reinvestment in our NHS, starting to reform our national and local health services, which is desperately needed, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Yeovil constituency is rich in both history, ambition, comprising the towns of Yeovil, Chard, Crewkerne, South Petherton, Ilminster and many surrounding parishes, built on agriculture and the gloving industry. The area is evolved into a hub of engineering excellence with Petters Engines, which created Westlands and now Leonardo as the engineering heart. I'm pleased to have received written confirmation from the Right Honourable Member of Liverpool Garston, Minister of Defence Procurement, confirming that Leonardo Helicopters is the sole remaining bidder, will be put forward to the next stage in the procurement process for the new medium helicopter. The previous government delayed this for decades. Last month, I had the privilege of opening the single-site logistics hub in Yeovil, a joint investment of £30 million by K&N and Leonardo, with much more to come. Government backing of this fantastic project could see export orders follow this country desperately needs. Last week's announcement that the Chancellor had put in place a £1 billion package for MOD procurement, some of which, for the South West, puts place in the national funding to make this happen. But Yeovil constituency isn't just helicopters. Chard is home to Pneumatic, the birthplace of Henry, everyone's favourite vacuum, and his friends. John Stringfellow flew the first powered aircraft over Chard in 1848. In 1979, the Wood Screw Company started in Yeovil, which became Screwfix in 1992, the year I was born. Last Friday, I visited Screwfix HQ in Yeovil, which has now over 900 stores nationally. In 1986, a Lynx aircraft set an airspeed record of a helicopter just over 250 miles per hour, a record that remains unbeaten today. HMS Victory proudly went into battle with sails made in Crewkerne and ropes crafted in West Coker. Finally, I'd like to honour a less-known daughter of Yeovil, Miss Marion Wright, who set sail for a new life in America in 1912. Daughter of Thomas Wright, a farmer, she was a carer for her three stepsisters, and on the 10th of April 1912 she stepped aboard the Titanic as a second-class passenger. Just days earlier, the Great Liner set out on her sea trials, designed to test the ship's capacity, readiness for a journey ahead. They confirmed her strengths, but did not prepare her for the real challenges and unseen dangers ahead. The trials could not account for the class disparity abroad, where first-class passengers were guaranteed lifeboats, but those in third-class below deck fought for survival. Marion Wright was one of the lucky ones, surviving and making the new life in America. She went on to marry Arthur Walcott, who was likely a draftsman for Petter's engines when he lived in the UK. The couple enjoyed a long marriage of 53 years, raising 3 sons and welcoming 8 grandchildren. Today, the United Kingdom faces its own sea trials. The icebergs on the horizon are clear: desperate inequality, the housing crisis, and ironically, climate change. The class disparity which doomed so many on that most famous ship in history continues to manifest in our societies today. Access to opportunity is still often determined by talent or hard work or even wealth and privilege. Too many are left behind, crawling for their own chance to succeed. Our nation is built on a rich history of achievement, resilient ambition and hope. But for too many, this is not enough. And at the time, the Titanic was a marvel of engineering, the height of ambition, a ticket to new life, some would say. Today, she is a powerful reminder that even the greatest, most advanced ideas, if not prepared, do not serve the needs of the most vulnerable. We must learn from these lessons from history. We must unlock the gates of division and ensure that everyone, the readiness of their background, has a fair shot at success. Failure risks allowing our nation to sail badly towards disaster, missing the repeated warnings of inequality and division. We can instead act with the foresight that was lacking all those years ago and ensure that our great country, as can our friends in America today, and chart a course towards opportunity and fairness for all. Thank you.